Hey everyone, welcome back to 5 Day Crypto. My name is Chase. Today we're going to look at Bitcoin and the Pi Cycle Top Indicator. We're going to do some speculation, or should I say, in the words of the great Benjamin Cowan, some dubious speculation. We're going to look at some assumptions. We're going to look at some assumptions on the Pi Cycle Top Indicator. We're going to also assume that we are not going to bottom again, right? So we're assuming that, this is the last time we touched, as similar to last October, where we didn't touch this orange line again, right, until the downfall. So we're going to assume this move here in September is the same as said move back here, late September, October. And we're also going to assume that they're going to last about the same time, right? So if we are to last, this peak is going to last about the same and go up about the same, where could we forecast out? Where could our peak be if we repeat some similar move? Where could our next Pi Cycle top cross? So that's what we're going to look at. So let's get started. Well, you might say, how do we get started? Well, first and foremost, the bottoms, right? We're assuming that we've touched the orange line for the last time. Okay, that's some speculation enough, right? It certainly does not have to play out. However, we also need to look at how far away are we from that line. I'm glad you asked. Let's go ahead and look. So roughly right now, we're about 35% away from that. You could get a little bit more technical and accurate, but for this video's sake, I'm going to say about 35% away from this line right here, right? Let's there we go, 35%. Let's go with that. Okay, now let's zoom into this move back here and see what we got. So from back in here, let's just take a look, see at this move, right? A big run up and then some consolidation, right? That kind of sounds similar to the move that we're in now, right? A big run up and some consolidation. So let's see what this move was. How far are we away from this line here? Let's take a look. So about 35%. Similar move, similar time frame, first week of November. Okay, let's keep assuming. Let's see, how long were we after this 35% write up, right? And then the consolidation. So we're assuming we're in some kind of similar move if we are going to repeat this, right? So let's see how long from here, about 35% above, like we are now, until we peaked, until we crossed. This Pi Cycle top indicator signaled 2 days before this top, right? 2 days this went off. That's what this yellow line is. So this went up at time of crossing. It was about 300% move from where we are now, and 153 days. So let's go look and see what that would give us this time if we were to repeat something similar. So far, it looks pretty similar moves, right? Now, we'll get to how we can look at that in just a moment. But 153 days and about 300%. So let's take it from here. 100 and, well, let's back the truck up. Let's get some running room here. Let's get some runway, and now we'll take a look. See, let's what, 300%, right? 300% roughly, and then 153 days. We're running out of runway here. 300% in 153 days gets us about 270,000 Bitcoin, and takes us to the end of April there, or beginning of April, excuse me. Maybe a good old April Fool's joke is in order for the good old Pi Cycle top indicator. Now, as I said, how will we know if we're on track? Well, I'm glad you asked. Let's take another look. So if we're in this move, right, remember we're about 35% up from this line, from the bottom. This is the 111-day moving average, in case you were interested, and then the 350-day moving average. That's what this Pi Cycle top indicator is. And this is free. If you want to go get this on TradingView, you just type in your indicator and then just type that in right there, Pi Cycle top. Done. Easy. Okay. And then use it on the daily chart. And this is where we're at. So, where was I? How are we going to know if we're on track? Well, look at this move, right? So if we're about this area, if we think we're about in this area, right, just starting to lift off, well, let's see how long it was until we kind of hit the top of this green line. So this is also, some dubious speculation, but so anywhere from what, 12 to 20 days-ish from now, we should be at the top of that green line if we're going to keep pace with this, right? So 12 to 20 days, so 2 to 3 to 4 weeks, right? I would say 2 to 3 weeks. We need to be at the top of this line. Well, let's see where the top of this line could be in 12 to 20 days. So I would say you could see that line is going up, right? So maybe towards the end of, Thanksgiving, right? Thanksgiving Day, we need to be 40% higher and above 90K in order to keep pace with that last one. That's a pretty tall order. However, we should know pretty soon if this is to play out. If you're sitting down to good old Thanksgiving dinner, if for those of you that are in America and care, and let's say the end of November, how about that? December 1st, can you put that in your bank? Okay, remember that. So say December 1st comes around and we're not at 90K, or we haven't touched 90K, because you could see zooming in back here, right? We hit the green line and then we had a little correction, a little whoop-de-doo, as I like to say, a little whoop-de-doo. That's not a thing. And then, so if we haven't touched this green line, which is about 90K, by December 1st, then we're probably off track. However, if we have touched 90K, or we're at 90K in the next 12 to 20 days or so, then let's revisit this and start paying attention, because then we could start making maybe some more headway here. Then April might be our said price cycle top. And that doesn't mean that the cycle's over for all of crypto, right? Because if we remember, although Bitcoin peaked here, altcoins continued to run for another month or so, right? So if we peak in, say, April, and we peak in April again, first week of April like we did last time, that would still leave us another 20, 15, 20, 30 days for alts to really start exploding. And again, this is if we just repeat something similar. We could certainly go parabolic, and maybe we peak sooner, maybe we peak a little later. Depends on the momentum of the market, all that good stuff. So we'll take it with a grain of salt for now, but I thought this was interesting. I thought some of you might find this entertaining, to say the least. So price cycle top indicated within 2 days last time. So if nothing else plays out, we're at least going to pay attention to this on this channel. So if you haven't subscribed already, try it. If you haven't given us some thumbs up already, try it. If you haven't done anything already, try something new. You could try anything twice. Let's see. So that's it. I'll keep it nice and short and sweet, to the point. We don't have to jump around. Just the price cycle top indicator. Hopefully, this helps somebody out there open your eyes a little bit more. So far, we're repeating something similar, but this is also assuming this is the last time we're touching this line. However, these lines are going up. We'll see over the next handful of weeks. We should have a good indication. A lot of people are calling for, 90, 100K by the end of this year. Still possible. If we're there by December 1st, hey, wake up. Price cycle top indicator could be our new best friend.